Hello, my good friend Ray in Tagaytay in the Philippines.
That was the next thing on my list to go over location. Since you already told everybody I'm in Tagaytay,
All
then
right.
I will tell everybody that Gino is in Numancia in Aklan on the Panay Island.
There it is. There it is. You got it,
That's it.
man. You got it.
And today we're gonna. I was kind of inspired a little bit by your live stream tomorrow this morning.
Yes.
Uh, because you're my hero and
Oh,
everything.
my hero. I don't know about hero, man. I'm not a hero, man. I'm not a hero.
Yeah, you're my live stream hero. Honestly, Gino, you are probably the one live stream that I usually watch all the way through.
Oh,
Like,
thank you. Thank you,
there
brother.
there's
Thank you,
other
brother.
and I'm not doing any digs against any other live stream channel, but like whenever I watch your live stream, like I'm just it's it's like a morning cup of coffee. It just
Yeah, yeah. And
I
that's
just
that.
gotta just it's just comforting. But anyway, just wanted
Thank
to
you.
tell
Thank you,
you,
brother. Thank you.
big props from me. Keep doing what you're doing. And I am right now, let's see, uh putting in your link for your channel in the
All
chat.
right. Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Thank you.
And so yeah, so the topic that I was inspired this morning was the importance of positivity for expats in the Philippines.
Yes.
And and like I believe uh, it is by far the most important factor that an expat needs to have before they come to the Philippines.
Yes. I agree. I agree, brother. It's like
Yeah,
if you have positivity, it's gonna attract positive people in your life. If you got
yeah,
negativity, people are gonna walk away from you. They're not gonna want that, because we all came here. We're here in the Philippines. I lived in the United States for over 30 years. We're looking for that peaceful, enjoy it and have fun. Like you, I see you all the time, man. You're like dancing, karaoke. To me, that's what life is all about at our age, right? At our age,
yeah,
it's like we've done the drama in life. We've done all the misery, all the hardships. We've worked. We've done all that. We just want to celebrate life at this point of our life. That's why I think if you're negative, people are just gonna walk away from you. But if you're positive, you're gonna attract positive people like Ray, James. James and Karen said that the Colonel. You attract positive because if you're positive.
awesome, awesome. Hello, Chick Little Cherry, and Chick Little Cherry said just subscribe to Gino.
All
So
right,
that's
thank you,
awesome.
thank you so much. That's
Uh,
awesome.
yeah. So the topic is the importance of positivity for expats when they're either whether they're already living here or you're planning on coming to the Philippines. Like me personally, like I said, I believe it is the most important factor. Like it's more important than like where you're gonna live, what your budget's gonna be, finding a Filipina, like all of those things will be easier and more rewarding if you fix your positivity first. Get
Yes,
that
yeah.
set, get that mindset.
Yes, yes.
And so this is why it matters. One is, your attitude shapes your impression. Like people that come over here with I always say people that come over here with a negative attitude, there's things that people can complain about anywhere in the world. And there's definitely things that you could complain about in the Philippines. It wouldn't be hard to
It's not,
find
not hard at all. Not hard at
something
all. Yeah.
something for someone to complain
Yeah.
about if they're in that mindset of a negative attitude. So I believe that someone that comes over here with a negative attitude, they're not going to enjoy the Philippines. I don't think
Yes.
they'll enjoy anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. And then uh, the the next reason I believe that having positivity matters is because having a positive attitude, and I know that you're like this. Uh, it helps you deal with frustrations. Like we're gonna have frustrations,
Mhm.
but if you can deal with frustrations with a smile on your face, they're not gonna seem as big.
Yeah. And I'm sure you've seen it with a lot of Filipinos, Like I'm Filipino, I'm American citizen, I'm Filipino citizen, but I'm sure you've seen it with Filipinos, man. Filipinos go through a lot each day. It's like when you're in line for everything, even like at the ATM, at the grocery, there's some long lines at the ATMs and grocery. But when you see Filipinos, if you're standing by them, if you just, hey, what's up? What are you up to today? They'll like smile at you. They'll be like, especially coming from a foreigner, somebody
Yeah,
from the United States. They'll ask you, where are you from? It's like, what are you doing here? It's like, you know, and they're already having a lot going on in their lives because most Filipinos, especially the people that are still working, man, the life here is hard. It's like it's hard to put food on the table here. So for them to
yeah,
even like converse, talk to you, even smile at you, it's like they just adapted to the situation.
yeah. You just jumped ahead, but we're gonna continue on because the
All
next thing
right,
on my list
all
the
right,
next thing on my list was learn from Filipinos.
yeah,
But yeah, and also like before I get more into that, like the third point of that I had for why having a positive attitude matters is I believe that foreigners will adapt quicker to the Philippines with a positive attitude, and the transition will be a lot easier for them.
yes.
Yes, but learning from Filipinos, I've got, you watch Filipinos and they have like a natural optimism and sense of humor. They're
the resilience the resilience of Filipinos. Like you will see Filipinos here during a flood. I'm sure you've seen videos of like flood here. What
and
are they
they're out
doing?
swimming and
I know they're out swimming, jumping around, throwing a basketball, playing volleyball on the floodwater. I know it's
yeah,
not safe to play. There's like diseases that you can catch in the floodwater, but they just make the most of any situation.
yeah, exactly right. It's the most people from the West would be going, oh my God, like this flood, it's terrible, and
Yeah,
Filipinos are said, look at this, God gave us a swimming pool.
yeah, I know. Right? Time to go swimming. Time to go swimming. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I've got this written down, and I'm gonna let you cover it.
All right.
But
All right.
Filipinos have, I hope I'm saying this right, bahala na.
Oh,
Is
okay,
that right?
bahala na. Yeah, bahala na. What bahala na? It's kind of like leave it to God. Leave it to like chance. It's like they don't really worry. Um, with let's say we're gonna go to a place. We're gonna go to a beach. We're gonna go to the beach or resort or something, and we don't have enough money to like rent a cottage or we didn't bring enough food. It's like, well, we'll get there, we'll figure it out. It's like and we'll have a good time anyway. It's like
Bahala na.
bahala na. And that's a very common word. People use that here, bahala na, with a lot of things. It's
Yeah,
like a lot of times they'll say bahala na when they don't have enough money. When they don't have
and
enough money for something, they'll just like go for it anyway. What's the worst thing they're gonna do to you? They're gonna turn you away, right? They're gonna turn you away. Ah, you can go in. You don't have enough money. You don't have to pay, and you'll just have to make the most of it once you get to the place.
right. Yeah, I've got written down. Let bahala na to me means like let go of whatever you can't control.
Yes,
If,
yes, yeah.
if it's like it's just like there's like in the, I guess, Western people would probably like know que sera sera. Like
Yeah, yeah. I've
it's
heard
yeah,
that before.
it's
Yeah,
kind of
que
like
sera,
que
sera.
sera
Like,
sera is like
yeah, it's nothing,
whatever
nothing
will
you
be
you
will
can't
be.
control it. You can't control it.
Yeah,
So just go with the flow. See how it works.
yeah. And then you covered this about learning from Philippines, smiling through the tough times. Like, no matter what's going on, uh, they can't control it.
Yeah,
You might as well smile. And like for me, though, what I've learned from it is, um, and when people are, when Westerners are talking about coming to the Philippines, most of them, like one of the, if not the number one reason on the list, is the friendliness and you know warmness of the Filipino people.
yes,
And you know uh there are many traits about Filipinos and in Filipino culture that's to be admired. And I believe that if a foreigner comes over here because they admire the way Filipino people are, then that is, to me, that's a perfect model to start, adopting into your own
hmm,
life. If you see people that are happy,
yeah.
it's
They
like,
must be
well,
doing something
yeah,
right,
they
right?
must be doing something right.
They must be doing
Let me
something
let me
right.
let
Yeah,
me try doing what they're doing.
yeah.
Get some of that happiness in my life. All right, let's catch up with some comments.
Yes, comments, some comments.
All right. Simons, that's he was on your channel earlier, CEO to Farmer.
All right.
Uh, good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're well.
We're well.
Definitely
We're well.
one of the great traits of Filipino people. Absolutely, their positivity. Scoob Dog is here. Scuba Steve says
Scuba
hello,
Steve,
brother.
Scuba Steve, our brother Scuba Steve.
Fortune, good evening, Ray and Gino. Fortune said, I came from watching the Colonel's walking tour of San Juan Town in Batangas.
Oh,
I've
nice.
been to that place many times. I told him I slept in one of those ancestral houses. He knows the place and might film there one day before he leaves. Okay, yeah, I saw that video too, Fortune. Uh, I don't know which of the ancestral houses it was, but uh, Steve said 10 watching, 10 likes. Cheers, Ray and Gino. Um, Fortune said, "Am not tech savvy. How do you do these double live?" Um, there in YouTube, when you start a live stream, there's like a little like a button you can turn on or off. That's I'm I'm trying to think what it actually says, but it's like go live together, or like where you can invite somebody. When you do that, and when you start the live stream, then you'll copy it. It'll generate a link. You'll copy that link and then send it to uh, whoever you want to live stream with, and they'll like I sent Gino a link, a messenger, and then he was able to click on it, and then it uh, opens the the YouTube in the browser, and I can uh, add them to the live stream. It's pretty easy.
Ah,
Uh, yeah, Gino, I was gonna tell you, like, Gino actually he was having trouble like connecting with his phone. It was just opening up the
the
YouTube,
YouTube. Yeah, it
but
just
but but not opening up in the go live together. And I found the solution, Gino, for if you ever have to do this again, like on
okay.
your phone. What you'll do is you long press on the link. Don't just tap it. Like
Oh,
long
okay.
press,
Long
and,
press.
and it'll bring up like either like open in new browser or open in um uh whatever. Open
Safari, yeah,
like
open a
yes, it's
Safari.
Safari. So
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's what you're really going through. You're not going through YouTube. You're actually on the Safari where it's using your camera and linking to YouTube.
Okay, cool,
So
cool. Now I know, man. See, you're teaching me something, man. It's like I'm learning something new every day.
yeah, and I always say I'm the live stream diverginator
Diverginator.
because Michael C, like that was his
Yeah, yeah,
first
that's right.
time
That's
doing
his
a live
first.
stream,
Yeah,
and then
this is the first
Simon's first
double live
time,
stream that I'm doing.
and
I've
and
never
this
done
is
this
your
before.
first time doing a
Yeah,
dual
yeah,
live.
yeah.
So
You're getting us. You're teaching us this stuff, man. You're getting us doing new things.
uh, Fortune said Colonel did not cover because he turned left to the market from the main road. Had he turned right, he would see the White House. Okay, okay, so it was in that area, but it's not on his video.
You missed a comment, man. From Life of Forever Youngs, two of
Oh,
my
okay. Life of
favorite
Forever
YouTubers.
Young. Two of my
Yeah, yeah.
favorite
I'm
YouTubers.
friends with
Hello, my
with
friend.
him on Facebook. I'm friends with
Uh,
him on Facebook.
okay. I appreciate you, Life of Forever Young.
Yeah, he was recommended to me by my friend. I think Robbie, my friend Robbie, that lives in Wall Cebu. Or it might have been Brian. Brian in Texpat in Galveston County, Texas. He goes, "Hey, check out this guy. He's cool." So I said, I always listen to people I like. So if you recommend something to me, I'll like, hey, I'll watch that. I'll watch that.
Yeah,
It's like
I'm the
that's
same way.
yeah,
And
that's how you build the community. That's how you like. That's how we make good friends, meet people. It's like for me, it's like a recommendation
absolutely,
from good
like
friends.
you know, uh, YouTube is a blessing.
It
It
really
it
is. It really
it,
is.
it it really is for me. Like because and I'm not going to get all sentimental, but
Yeah, yeah.
you're a blessing to me,
Oh, thank you,
and
brother.
and
Thank you.
I would not have known you probably
Yeah,
without YouTube. I
I
might
know.
have
I
I
know.
might have eventually ran into you on some expat
Yeah,
Facebook
yeah.
group or something maybe, but
Like today, I met Ryan. He's from Australia. He went to the Canadian Beaver last night. He went to lunch and dinner at the Canadian Beaver, and then he just messaged me this morning. He was on the live stream. Then he messaged. He was actually on the bus to Calibo. On the bus on to Calibo already, and I've never. Really, never met him. It's like new to the channel. It's like we were texting, now, tomorrow morning, we're going to Bakawan Eco Park together. I'm going to take him to he was interested in there's a Bakawan Eco Park here where uh, it's nature, it's like a naturey kind of place. So I told him I'll take you there tomorrow. So no live stream tomorrow for me tomorrow morning. I'm going to take my new friend Brian to Bakawan Eco Park.
okay, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Fortune said, "Thanks, Ray. Now I know." And also said, haha, I asked because maybe I can join you guys one day.
One day, all
Ab-
right. Hey,
Absolutely,
absolutely, man.
Fortune.
Absolutely, Fortune.
And I actually I just put like I don't know if you have me on Facebook, Fortune, but if you search like I typed there, Ray Moore Tagaytay, you're gonna find my main Facebook page. Like I've got my Facebook page for YouTube, but like you're a good friend, Fortune. Like you should be on my main account.
Yeah, for sure.
Because so search that and well I'll friend you and then like we can communicate on Messenger or we'll get it worked out. But I'd love to have you on, learn about all things banking in the
Yeah,
Philippines.
learn the history of the Philippines,
Yeah, like there's
geography,
all
everything,
kinds of
man.
stuff. Like
Fortune's
Fortune's
got a
like
lot of, he's the almanac of the Philippines,
I
man.
know that's like big head Fortune. Like Fortune just
Yeah,
got just head just crammed full of
I
all
know
kinds of
for
knowledge.
like good knowledge, man.
Yeah. Okay. The next section that I have for positivity is called practicing positivity. It's like what can you do to like if you want to get in shape, like I know Gino, like you're better than me. Like you and Dazel always going to the gym,
Yeah,
and
we
like
went to the gym
before
today, man. I'm
before
getting
long,
my workout, man. Getting
you're
my
gonna be all
workout on, man.
jacked.
I don't know about jack, but
I'm gonna call
I'm
you
getting lean. I'm getting, building muscle.
Jack Gino.
Man, I
Like
had to stop taking the protein because it was affecting my creatinine level. So now I'm not taking anything. Just just working out. Dazzle, she spends like an hour on the treadmill. So
okay,
we'll
all
get our
right.
workout in there.
Well, how many? I was gonna say I was trying to think of something. You know me, I'm a smart ass. I was trying to
I
think of something about
know.
why it
Dazzle's
takes
going
her
upstairs
takes
anyway.
why it takes her so long because of her short
Yeah,
legs.
yeah.
Is
She's going upstairs anyway because our dog's barking, so she's taking Chloe upstairs.
okay.
Bye, babe.
Uh, uh, let's see. Simon said, "Looking good, Gino." Yeah,
Thank you, thank you, thank you so
Simon.
much.
Yeah, Simon's big on he exercises every day, and he's right now he's in the middle. Well, not the middle. I think he's like day 6 of like a 7-day fast.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never
So
tried the fasting thing. I've never tried that, but I've always been before I was diagnosed with cancer. Before that, I was always like a workout freak. It's like I did yoga. I ran all the time. I would do like 3 miles, 5 miles. And I was just always a runner. And then I incorporate push-ups, sit-ups. Never was into lifting, but now I'm doing Nautilus. The Nautilus machines is what I'm doing.
okay. Well, you should check out the because I think Simon was saying like fasting has even been linked to like curing some
I
cancers.
know. I've
But
read a
yeah,
little bit about that, man, but I like to eat, man.
yeah.
I like to eat, man.
But let's see, it's like, dude, the intermittent is like there's like
Yeah.
you got like an 8-hour window where you can like
Oh,
pretty
okay.
pretty much eat whatever you want,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
don't eat until that 8 hours comes up
Yeah.
again.
When I after my chemotherapy and my radiation treatments, man, I couldn't eat for like a solid year, man. So after that, man, it's like now, it's like I'm enjoying everything I eat, so it'd
I,
be hard for me to do any fasting,
I
but
was
maybe
I,
for a
I
few
was
hours, 8 hours, maybe I can pull that off.
I was exactly the same way, and like a lot of people don't even know this about me, but I'm a cancer survivor,
All
and
right, man.
I didn't have to do chemo, but I just had radiation. It was, I mean, you know Lance Armstrong, right?
Yeah, live strong guy with the yellow armbands. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, uh, well, I just say it's testicular. I had
Yeah,
testicular
yeah.
cancer. So, um, and so I guess caught it early enough. I was in my 30s, like maybe like 32,
Oh, wow.
and and then but because I had radiation. It was all in like my lower GI area. So that
Mm-hmm.
radiation, and then like if I would like immediately throw up. I couldn't eat it because it was, my stomach was radioactive, and
Yeah, I
but
know the
so
feel,
yeah,
man. I know the feeling. I know that. I know it's a weird feeling. It's like I had to get like 33 radiation on my neck area, and it's just you stay warm. It's like months after. It's like it's almost like having a fever all the time. You feel like you're always warm.
right, yeah, oh wow. Yeah, the only thing I think the only thing I could hold down was like green Granny Smith apples, the green sour apples
Oh
with
yeah.
with salt on it. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I could eat. Anyway,
What? Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
so practicing positivity. Uh and I'm gonna actually start doing this one uh is daily gratitude practice. So what this is when you wake up in the morning, think of 3 things that you are positive about that's in your life that you can feel positive about. and first thing as soon as you get up, like think of three things. Like my number one would be I'm unemployed. I'm very happy about that. That makes me, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like I don't have to go to work. Like, and
Yeah.
but you know, I'm always grateful every day for like the friends I have through YouTube because I said it on live streams before, Gino. Like I know it may be hard to believe, but like I didn't have a lot of friends either as a kid
Uh-huh.
and then as an adult. Like because a lot of people they develop uh, you know, those buddies, like male friends,
Mm-hmm.
uh, like growing up with them, and you know, and my dad was career Navy, and so like I was always moving around, so I never really developed
Develop. Yeah.
friends. So I never really had like a group of like male buddies until I came to the Philippines.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful for that, and then Lynn on most days.
Lynn almost. Lynn almost days. That's funny.
Some days I'm more grateful than others.
Yes, I understand. I understand.
Okay, so and the other thing I was going to add to that, like so you think when you first wake up, think of three things that make you feel positive, and if you can't think of three, like say you can only think of two, then your goal for that day is to find
Find that
number
number
three.
three. Yeah, find
Find
number
number
three.
three. Like just look for something to be happy about.
Yeah.
Um,
For me,
and
for me, being happy, I guess it's always come natural for me. I've always been like a happy kid.
yeah,
High school, military was fun for me, but now it's so easy for me now because when like I've mentioned before so many times, when I wake up and I see the sunrise, it's another day for me. And there was a
yeah,
time when I didn't think I was gonna get another day. So for me, everything else in life now moving forward, however long I live on this earth, it's a blessing for me. It's like uh man, the treatments were brutal. And it's like and then it scares you when you're going through the treatments. I actually stopped reading online, because they give you odds on the radiation you're
right,
getting, right? They're giving you the numbers, and I'm like, man, I need to just stop reading. I need to stop going online reading all. And then everybody's like sending you a reminder. They mean, people mean well, but when you're going through that stuff, man, it's like oh, you should be drinking this, you should be taking this, you're just going like, man, it's like
yeah,
you actually had to like remove that because one of the biggest thing was not get stressed, not get
right,
stressed. You're in treatment. And unfortunately, when you're reading stuff like that, your chances of living is this much. You're like, it stresses you, man. I don't know who,
I,
it's like it
yeah,
puts it, your subconscious. It's like you're having trouble sleeping because like, man, oh, I gotta, how, what's Dazzle gonna do? I gotta take care of this, get take care of that. And then you start worrying, and that's not good. That's not good.
right, and stress is not good for your health
For
either.
anything,
I'm
right?
sure,
For
like,
anything, that's why,
yeah.
it's like you
So
gotta
so
eliminate stress.
right. So I mean, just that on its own is bad, but when you're battling a serious health concern and then you add stress, that's like having somebody fighting against you the whole
Yeah,
time,
yeah, yeah.
you know,
Instead of helping you, you're like
which
putting.
which yeah, which brings us to number 2 uh for practicing positivity, and that is avoid negativity.
Yeah.
So like avoid stress. Uh Gino says it all the time. Like if someone starts talking politics, Gino
No
goes to
way.
find another.
Well,
Gino finds another conversation to be a
yeah, yeah.
part of
Like
because you
if
know,
I'm at a
yeah,
party, if I'm at a party, somebody starts talking politics, I gotta get a drink. I start walking
yeah, it's
away
like,
slowly. I
oh,
gotta use the restroom. It's like,
it's
and
like,
then
wait, what
I
is that? Dazzle calling me over?
yeah, yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on, I'll be
I
back.
start
I'll be
like, and
back
then
with you.
when I come back, I'm like sitting somewhere else, because like, that's not a good, not a conversation I want to be like listening to even.
Yeah, yeah, because I mean, there's nothing ever good gonna come from that
Nope,
conversation.
nothing, nothing.
So yeah, so avoid negativity, like avoid negative people in your life.
Yeah,
Like I always say, like you can only control one person in the whole world, and that's yourself.
yeah,
So like there's people that it's like you hear people complaining about people complaining. Is Let me say that again. You hear people complaining about people complaining. Well, now if you're complaining about someone else that's complaining,
uh,
then you're a
you
complainer
come
too.
later too.
You,
Yeah, yeah, for
you,
sure, for
you
sure.
don't
Yeah,
complain about people being around people that are complainers. Just don't be around those people.
yeah.
That's the way you solve that problem. Like you avoid.
The one thing I've felt, since I retired, since I no longer work, it's like I retired here 14 years now. I've been retired in the Philippines. One of the things, that I really enjoy about retirement is you can just move away from negative people. Even a neighbor or somebody like that's negative. You can just move away from that because it's not like when I was working. Unfortunately, when you're working, sometimes your coworker has got
Right,
negativity. It's hard to move away from. Sometimes your boss is negative. It's hard to move away from that. But now that we're retired, we're no longer employed. It's like it's not hard at all. It's so easy because like the minute I don't say anything negative about the person. I just kind of move away and then avoid the person. Just because you don't want to bring negativity. Life's too short, life's too much fun to enjoy, and that
yeah,
negative person's gonna drag you down.
absolutely.
Your drama's gonna sip into your life. Sometimes we mean well, sometimes we mean well about, well, I want to help a brother out. I want to, my brother's struggling, I want to help my brother out. But if that brother is like constantly just like drama and constantly creating drama, you need to
Right,
step away from that, just because it'll start affecting you, and then your relationship with your spouse or your partner,
right,
that's going to seep in.
yeah,
Negativity has a way of seeping into people's lives. That's why you just got to learn to like step away. It's not like you don't like the person anymore, or you don't,
yeah,
you still wish them well, but you just got to like take care of you. Number one, take care of yourself first,
that
because it's not going to
that's it.
help you, helping others if your mind's not right, if you're like struck, if you're that negativity sips in your, it gets into your life. It's not going to help you at all. Always think of yourself first. It's not
Yeah,
selfish. it's not
no,
it's like your mindset, your state of being is, you're always priority number one is yourself.
right, right, and like what I do, like if I'm around like someone uh that's kind of like negative, like someone's complaining about, so I never try to like correct someone. Like people are, because I think that people are allowed to believe whatever they believe.
Yeah,
It's, but if they're saying like, oh, I can't believe this, blah blah blah, whatever, it's
yeah,
like I just say, yeah, you're right. That's not good. But man, what a nice day today is.
yeah.
Like I try to
Yeah,
switch it to
yeah,
some,
yeah,
and I'll give that about two or three times.
yeah,
And if I can't, you know kind of shift them into like a positive conversation, then like you said, I'll make an excuse. I need to go to the bathroom, I need to do something, but
yeah. And for
but
me, I always worry about people that, when people talk about like me and you talking, and they bring up another person that's not around. Oh, this he's the.
No.
I always worry about that those kind of people, because if they're talking about another person that's not present, what if I'm not present? What is he talking about me? So I'm always careful. I'm always like, I just and then I do not want to respond a lot of times to a person like that, because he can, that person can turn around that story and can say that, well, Gino was the one that did this. So
Yeah.
I'm like, when I hear somebody starts talking about another person, I just, like, again, I just kind of move away. I don't make a comment, because like
Yeah.
it doesn't turn out well usually.
No, no. And yeah, I had this conversation with a certain Filipina not too long ago, but yeah, I don't like I say I don't want to hear it. I don't like
Yeah,
don't tell
right.
me don't tell
Yeah,
me about
so
someone
and so.
else.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. It's like,
I don't care. Like
yeah, yeah.
it's like,
But
if I don't know
see,
about it,
that's a
it doesn't
very
affect my
popular.
life.
That's a that thing. That's a very popular. Like, there's a word here, marites.
Merites.
That marites, right? Uh,
Merites. Yeah.
People just like to gossip. Filipinos
Yeah.
are, they gossip here hard, so you got to be careful with that. It's like, you don't want to, you don't want to feed that gossip. You don't want to feed.
Right.
It's like, you just me. When I hear stuff like that, usually I just won't say anything, because I don't want my name associated with like a gossip.
Right. Right. I always say that like Filipinas particularly are
Yeah.
like they are world class at two M's, matchmaking and Merites.
Yeah,
And I I
that's what I.
I think and I think sometimes that Filipinas will like do matchmaking just so that they'll have another couple they can talk about.
Exactly, exactly. They'll actually match people that I don't think they even think are compatible, but they just want. I think they're gonna be drama if we put these two together. Just to make fun of it. Just to make marites chismis, or gossip
Yeah.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, and say like and another reason why I don't care to hear like other people's opinions about other people, and it's like, and not just strictly like gossip about what this person did or didn't do,
hmm
but other people's opinion about other people. Like I don't want to hear it. And the reason why is because you know, like that person may not like their personalities may clash. You know, like everybody doesn't get along with everybody, but
yeah,
just because someone else doesn't get along with somebody doesn't mean that I'm not going to get along with them just fine. Like,
yeah,
uh, so like I don't like it when people try to like pre-influence my opinion of someone
yeah.
before I get a chance to like meet them with an open mind,
Yes,
if that
yeah.
makes sense.
It does. It does.
Let's see, what does it say? John Platt said, "Hooray, Gino!" Oh, hi. Oh, not. It says Hub, but hi, Ray, Gino, Simon, Fortune, everyone else. Oh, hi. I mean, yeah. Um, Cello Gamer said hi. That is a girl named Sherry that lives in Tennessee. Angel Baker said hi. Angel and her husband Frank they're coming over in probably about a week. I think they're going to like Malaysia first for
Okay.
like a motocross thing that's going on
Oh,
over there,
awesome.
and
Awesome.
and then they're coming to Tagaytay, and I'm gonna do my best Gino impression and kind
Hey,
of show them
welcome
around
wagon.
and
You're the welcome
be be
wagon.
be the tour guide
Yeah, yeah.
and they're actually you know a little bit of an unusual couple, as in uh like they're both Caucasian, like they're a fully Caucasian couple
Yeah, yeah.
moving
You
over
don't,
together.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't see that very often,
Very
and
often. You
so
see usually a Filipina and a Caucasian. Yeah, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, Angel said, "Agree 1,000%." I have no idea what you're agreeing with, Angel, but I am glad that we are being agreeable. Uh, oh, okay, I see. Angel said, I will run away as fast as I can if politics are a subject in my vicinity. Yes. Like that's never going to be a good conversation. There's our man, Michael
All
C. What's
right,
up,
Michael.
people? Hey,
All
Ray.
right,
Hey,
Michael.
Gino.
Michael C. In the Philippines.
Let's see. Everybody saying hi to everybody. That's what we do. Let's see. Sherry said, what Christians are calling you the devil in darkness and calling the demon, and they talk about you every day and bad thing about you and say they're followers of Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Sherry. Like, it's terrible when people, purport, you know, to be part of a religion that's based around love and gossip about people and tear them down. Like I don't agree with that either. If that's what you're trying to say, McLovin, how's it going, Ray? How's it going, McLovin? John Platt, think it's the Moto GT in Malaysia, right? Yeah, that's what they're gonna see.
Ah, go there.
Mercedes says, "Hey, John Platt. Yeah, Jay, I I know what you mean to say. I'm being your autocorrect,
All
JP. Oh yeah, Michael C says go Dodgers, Gino. Yeah, I
right.
actually see
All right. I got my
see
Dodger, man.
see Gino. Like that's how much I love you, my brother,
Ah,
because I care nothing about baseball,
yeah,
but
yeah.
but earlier today I actually looked up the score. Dodgers Brewers. Dodgers won 2-1. I'm happy for you.
All right, all right.
And yeah, I looked it up. Didn't care, but I just wanted to know because I was hoping it was your team won.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Great game too, man. Great game. Went down. Dodgers were up 2-1, and Milwaukee had the bases loaded in the ninth inning.
oh wow, that was
Yeah,
a nail biter.
it was a nail biter the whole way. Never more than a one-run lead, and then
Yeah. See, oh,
no, no. So it came down to like uh, uh, Blake Trainen struck out the last batter for Milwaukee. Bases loaded, bottom of the night, and he struck him out. I can't get
wow.
any better than that, man.
Yeah, that's a highlight in that.
And
Yep,
high
that
pressure
man's
on the
life.
road, man, on the
Yeah,
road in Milwaukee with everybody screaming, bases
yeah.
loaded, and he struck him out. 3-2 count, 3-2 count too.
Yeah, that picture, like, that's the type of moment like he was dreaming of when
Oh
he was
yeah,
like
that's like
a
once in a
little boy
lifetime.
playing in the
Yeah,
dirt.
yeah. Like that's like that's like the like one pitch and he threw like a high fastball and it was a ball, but the guy swung at it. So had the guy not swung at it, the ball game would have been tied. It was awesome, man. It was awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. Fortune said could be Dodgers Mariners.
Yeah, that's what. Hopefully, that's what. As long as the Dodgers in there, I could care less. Blue Jays or Seattle, I could care less, man. But it looks like that's gonna be it. Mariners are up 2-0, best of seven.
Yeah, the only time I ever uh, really cared about baseball was I was uh, coaching Dixie youth baseball in Louisiana,
Mhm.
and like I can get excited about the little kids,
Yeah,
playing and everything like it, but like just baseball on its own without having that, I'm rooting for the little kids,
yeah, yeah.
joy, and without that, it just I don't know. I've just never it's never grabbed me.
Mhm.
Let's see, Dodgers going for back to back and ninth overall. Wait, is that what is?
Yeah, back to back, back to back, back to back World Series because we won
Uh,
the championship last year, so back to back this year and ninth
oh,
overall.
all right, that is awesome. Uh, where was I at? Oh, we were still practicing positivity. And okay, number three on that list was exactly what we're doing right now, and that's staying connected with positive people. Like surround you, like, find a good expat group,
Mhm.
find, good positive expats that, you talk to regularly, and, you know, they're going to, in other words, you're avoiding the negative. So I don't think that there's a lot of like super negative expats, uh,
Mhm.
for many reasons. Like, uh, I believe that the majority of expats that choose to come to the Philippines, are a certain type of person, and I'm going to get along with them. But
Yeah.
you know,
You
you
get
know,
you already have commonality. You already had commonality because they're here, you're here, so that's already you already took that chance. You already took that leap of faith, come here, in a foreign land, thousands of miles away from your land, so you already have something that bonds you already, and then a lot of times when you share that experience with that person, you're more likely going through the same thing they're going through.
right?
More likely they have a Filipina girlfriend or a Filipina spouse. What's tampo all about?
Yeah.
You'll know. That's a good person to ask. Hey, are you going through tampo too? It's like
Okay. And let's see, what was it? The last one for practicing is celebrate small wins, whether it's like learning a new Tagalog word, or what was the like finding a new restaurant that you enjoy going to, or just like always be on the lookout for reasons to
yeah,
celebrate
little
your
wins,
life.
small
Like
wins,
every
small wins.
small win, like
Yeah,
something that, like, man, that's a good thing that happened to me today,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know. And then say comments. Sherry said, yes, Ray, that's what I was saying, because I live with my mom and her friend who does that to me every day, and I don't have a place of my own yet, like an apartment yet, and I'm sadly not married yet. I'm sorry to hear that, Sherry, that, especially like, relatives in your life are, you know, giving you negativity. And, uh, I hope you get out of that situation as quickly as possible. I doubt that I could give you any advice that would be able to change, because, like I said, you can't change other people. So if your mom and aunt are constantly bringing negativity in your life, you need to concentrate on what you need to do to get yourself out of that situation, and you know uh, surround yourself with more positivity. Michael C said the 9,000 mile club. What is the 9,000 mile club? What is it?
Probably from the U.S. to here, the distance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. I never heard that before, but I like it, Michael. And Michael said, balut, new word, LOL. Yeah, that's a new Filipino word that I could have done without learning. But as you saw, like, I'm staying positive about it. Uh, Michael said, you guys are the best. I am glad to chat with you guys. I appreciate you both. And we appreciate you, Michael.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's
Yeah.
why I love hearing from Michael. Our chats. We chat constantly on WhatsApp. It's like
Yeah.
because like I said, you can't have enough positivity in your life.
Yeah. And
You can't.
and
You can't.
and and my man Michael Kason is definitely, a positive
I
guy.
know. I
Like,
know.
you know, uh, you you're not gonna have a negative conversation with Michael.
For sure. For sure.
And the last thing I had on my list was just, I guess, like a in the quote was, uh, you can't pretend positivity. So positivity isn't pretending.
Mm-mm.
Positivity is uh, what is it? Focused, a focused choice. Like you choose every day to be positive. There's you've heard that saying, people like in the whole new age movement and everything, people say, well, I'm going somewhere to find myself. Uh, excuse my language, Gino, but that's bullshit. Like people people don't go to find themselves. I've always believed it's like
Mm,
you are who you want to be. You have control over who you are. Like you find the qualities that you want to embody as a person, and you start practicing the things that embody those qualities. Like if you want to be a positive person, like I said, wake up every day, think of things
mm,
to be positive about, keep negativity out of your life, like practice being a positive person. And if you are what you do, if you're being a positive person, then you are a positive person.
yeah. I think it's kind of like a habit, if if you're habitual at what you do, like a habit of being positive, it'll just keep growing. You're just gonna spread that positivity to other people.
Absolutely, and it bounces back, and like it's easier. I believe it's easier to if you're not a positive person when you come in here, but you have the desire to be more of a positive
Mhm.
person. It is definitely, I believe, a lot easier to develop that trait in the Philippines, because if you just allow the Filipinos to rub off on you,
Yeah.
you're going to become positive.
And then the thing, it's like, from wherever country, wherever you're coming from, I always tell people this: when you come to the Philippines, we're coming here at a later age with all our experience, all the baggage. We got a lot of baggage coming from the Western world. Sometimes anger, sometimes got those
Yes.
issues. This is your chance to, like, this is a second chance.
Yes.
When you get to the Philippines, you're a blank slate. Whatever happened to you in the past don't no longer matter here. You can build a new life. So why blow that? It's your opportunity to, like, create your new self. It's like, it's almost like a cleansing. You're almost kind of like, when, for me anyway, that was the thing. I was always a good person. Even in the US, I was positive. I was always person. But the life there was so stressful. And so, when I came here, I knew, my mindset, I wasn't in the laid back as I am now. I'm laid back about everything. I
Right.
don't let anything bother me. You're not going to find a more laid back guy than I am. I'm 14 years in, as far as retirement. But
Right. Right.
when I came here to the Philippines, I wasn't like that. I was like wired the same way as most people that come from the United States, working for like close to 30 years in the United States. I was damaged. I was damaged
Yes.
walking in here. Right? So when I came here, I made it a point. Like, my first 18 months here in the Philippines was in Boracay Island. I was like, decompressing, healing myself, removing all the negativity, removing all that baggage. To me, uh, it's an opportunity. You're starting a new life. Man, you can create whatever life you have here. Whatever happened to you in the past, that's the past. They can say, oh, your relatives, your friends in the US, they can call you whatever, but hey, here you're a blank slate. People you're gonna meet here, don't know about all that stuff in the
Right.
US.
Absolutely. Yeah. My brother James is here. James Harmon. That's my actual brother.
All right, all
Uh,
right.
he said, I've been looking for myself all my life.
I hope one day you find yourself, brother.
uh, 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 oh, AO John.
Hey, yo, John. All right. Hey, yo,
I haven't seen
John.
AO John in a while.
All
I hope
right.
he,
All
I hope
right.
it said, hey Ray and Gino, hope all is well. I've been sick for a few weeks now. Have a
Oh,
great
okay.
week.
That's why.
That's
That's
that's what it
why.
is. Like
That's
I've
what
been
it
I've been
is.
looking for you, brother. I've been looking
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
I I hope you're starting to feel better now. Uh, I'm I'm sad to hear that you've been sick for a few weeks. That's few weeks. That's a lot. That's not just some sniffles.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah. Hope you're better, man. Get well and feel better, man.
So tell me why someone should choose Ackland over Tagaytay. We're gonna
Oh, that's a tough one, man. That's a tough one because for me that was like I mentioned before, man. Tagaytay was like in the top five for me. I had like Boracay, I had Baguio, Tagaytay because of the weather. Bohol now is on my peripheral. I would have chosen Boracay or Bohol. For me, the only reason I'm here in Auckland was Boracay Island. I'm a beach person, so uh,
gotcha.
I've traveled all over the Philippines and I just can't find a beach like White Beach, Boracay. The beaches in Boracay are just awesome. It's like a lot of times when you go to like the different, you're not gonna find like a better white sand beach. And then they take care of the beach here. They clean it. There's a cleanup crew every day. No matter how much washed into the shore in the morning, they got a whole army of people that clean the beach and because that's their moneymaker. They got to make
Right.
money on White Beach. They can't have a dirty beach.
Yeah, that is, and I could see that. Like you know, for me, like I've never like been a beach person. Like
Yeah, yeah.
uh, I, uh, and it got worse. Like I've told this story before. When I was in the Navy,
Hmm.
um, I was working. The galley was under renovation, and they had a galley barge that was pulled up to the side of the ship. And
Okay.
I was working in there, doing something, and they had the big like steam sanitizers that like sanitize the silverware and
Yeah,
dishes.
yeah. I know that. I know that because in basic training in the Air Force, we had to work the kitchen. You had
Yeah,
KP duty. You had KP duty.
yeah. So the big so it's I was in South Carolina. Is like July or August. It was like the middle of
Um,
summer in South Carolina, and I was working in there, and the big steam sanitizers were going. There was like two of them, and so it was like high humidity, high heat, and I ended up passing out. I had heat
wow.
stroke,
Yeah. Wow.
and they found me and pulled me out. But it's like ever since that happened, it's like it takes me longer. Like when I get hot, it takes me longer to cool back down,
Go back
and
then.
so like for that reason, like I don't like being like out on the beach.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the other reason was, and I don't know what it is, but like I don't like when I get something like gritty on my hands. It
Uh
it
huh.
it freaks me out. Like even if I'm making something like fried chicken or something with
Yeah.
flour, like I'm constantly going and wash my hands and then starting again and then washing my hand because I don't like having anything, powdery or it just freaks me out.
Yeah. For me, the beach has always been like my happy place. It's like growing up in the Philippines, I have most of my memory of family here. I was from a little kid till I was 12 before I went to the US. All
Mhm.
my good memories, all my pictures were like at the beach. And then when I
Right.
went to America, we lived in Long Beach and I surfed. I surfed. And so it's been part of my life, my whole life, so when I was living in Arizona, the 7 years, because what made me go to Arizona was a job. I was offered, I retired from the military. I got offered a good paying job. So, of course, I had to take the job, because I'm still working. But the whole time I was in the desert, I was like, man, I got to go to the beach, man. I got to move to a beach. And then that's why I ended up in Boracay. So
Okay.
it's been part of my life, my whole life, the beach. It's like, for me, when I'm in the beach, it's like, it relaxes me. It's just like, I don't have to do anything. I can just find a coconut tree, like lean against the coconut, sleep on the beach, and I just feel content.
Yeah. And see, like Now I am contented by the beach. I always say, I like to be beach adjacent. Like, like say in a bar or something
Yeah,
that's like
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
where there's like an umbrella and a
yeah.
table. I'm like out of
Sure.
the
Yeah,
sun and I can hear the waves and
yeah.
like smell the salt air
Like
and
me.
feel the
That was
ocean
one.
breeze.
That was one of the reasons. Like I told myself when I moved here to the Philippines, I would never do business here. I would never like invest in a business or anything. But the one thing I did, it's like I opened a resto bar. I owned a bar, because it was right on the beach. I could see Boracay Island from the bar. It failed, it wasn't successful, but I'm glad I did it because it's
Right.
out of my system. It's out of my system.
Yeah. And that's but yeah, like I said, I like to be beach adjacent, but like actually on the beach.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it. I don't like it. And let's see. Uh Ao John said, "Thank you. You're welcome, brother." James said, "Billy says hi." That's my sister-in-law, Billy.
All right, Billy.
Uh Weena Jumps is here. That's a jump roping fool right there. She's got a channel,
Mina
Weena Jump.
jumps. Mina jumps.
She's always doing like jump roping
Yeah,
videos.
Dazzle does the same thing. She's got like two jump ropes here. She'll do 1,000 of the jump rope. Like, she'll just start jump roping here in the living room.
Oh wow. Michael C says Boracay is a great vibe. It's hard to explain it. Gino knows me, and Rose wanted to move there as soon as possible. Yeah, I like, there are definitely like, I think probably the majority are like beach type people. Like, but for me, like, I just, I can't, I just can't see myself ever living like anywhere full time than Tagaytay. It's it's just, to me, it's just so peaceful. Like, there, I, I don't know if I've heard a rooster since I've lived in
Yeah,
Tagaytay. I
you
don't.
would live way up there, man. I don't know if you
Yeah,
can hear a rooster up high like
yeah.
that, man.
Like, and or even like, but even like going out and about, like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't hear like dogs barking or
Yeah, that's
it.
awesome,
Like
man.
I just don't. I and the one thing that was probably my favorite thing about Tagaytay because whereas I was coming here for the first time because I didn't even visit Tagaytay before I decided to move here permanently.
Wow,
Like,
wow,
no,
wow.
I had visited the Philippines the year before
Yeah,
and was pretty much miserable during my whole visit because I was, like hot the whole time and
yeah,
sweating
yeah.
and went down to the province and that was the province and
And so
but
that's probably what it is because it's cooler in Tagaytay. That's probably why
yeah.
you love it
Well,
there.
see,
Yeah.
as soon as I got back from that first, exploratory visit, I started immediately researching where are the coolest places in the Philippines, and it was between Baguio and
Baguio and
Tagaytay,
Tagaytay. Yeah, yeah.
and it seemed like Baguio was like even more of a tourist destination
It
than
is.
Tagaytay.
It's crowded. It's very
Yeah,
crowded in Baguio. It's a lot crowded than a lot more crowded than Tagaytay for sure.
right. And so I said, okay, I'm moving into Tagaytay. I have no idea what it's like, but that's my choice.
Yeah, yeah. And you
Without
made a
ever
good
seeing it.
choice, brother. You made a good choice. You're not the only person that's retiring in Tagaytay because of the weather.
And whenever I was in the car, like coming from Manila to Tagaytay, like as we got closer and closer, um, I started to notice like the sides of the streets and everything started to get cleaner. Like
Yeah,
there
yeah.
was there was less like clutter and
Debris, yeah, everything. Yeah.
garbage and like it just kind of so and I'm not saying Tagaytay is, you know, perfect. There every once in a while you'll see some litter, but for the most part, like Tagaytay is very clean. And I'm kind of I always say I'm kind of halfway CDO. Do you know what CDO is?
Yeah, yeah. CDO.
CDO. Yeah, CDO is OCD in alphabetical order, the way it should be.
Oh, I like CDO. I'm thinking Cagayan de Oro, man. I was like
No,
CDO.
no, no. It's so kind of like a little bit OCD. Like I
uh,
like little. So like clutter and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
would bother me
yeah,
if I saw that all the time.
yeah.
So that was that and the weather is
For
definitely
me,
not.
I'm always teaching the girls here because I live with three women, so it's like I'm always teaching them not to clutter because I'm military, man. In the military,
Yeah,
everything has a place. Everything,
yeah,
cans go here, bottles go here, the clothes go here. But Leanna hasn't quite adapted to that. She hasn't quite accepted, and it's like every time she comes home from school, it's like drop everything.
yeah. That you know little things like that bother me. And it's also like a and Filipinos are bad about this. And any of you Filipinos watching, stop doing this. Wearing like for instance, wearing like pajamas where you've got like a Mickey Mouse top and SpongeBob pant shorts
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
pajama pants. It just does not like even the colors clash. Is like I look at that, I was like, who dressed you like, you know? But anyway, let's see what we got in the comment. James making Billy coffee. Got to go. Thanks for stopping by, James. Michael C. Boracay New Coast is the complete package with the private beach, and you're just far enough from the Vive. I don't know that. You know what he's talking about?
What's that? What's that?
I said Michael C said Boracay New Cost is the complete package with the private beach, and you're just far enough from the
Yeah,
Vive.
it is. It is perfect because he visited Boracay Newcoast. It's a community mostly condominiums, two private beaches, and they got buses taking you to like the main area, like the party play station 1, 2, and 3. So you're really remote from. You're outside all the crowds, all the tourists. It's by the golf course too. That if you're a golfer, it's a nice.
Yeah. Okay. Simon says hi to John. Fortune said Tagaytay is more expensive than Panay. Yeah, I would not argue that, especially like restaurants. There's definitely and see like I always say you've got to pick what's most important to you. Like if like budget is like your number one thing on your list, then there's lots of cheaper places to live than Tagaytay.
Mhm.
Um, but
Tagaytay is expensive because that's a vacation place for even for
right,
Filipinos. Tagaytay is a vacation place. That's where you go. You go there. Stay at Airbnb, stay at hotels, eat at restaurants. It's one of the top vacation places here in the Philippines. So it's gonna be more. It's gonna be more
yeah,
expensive for sure.
and it's a trade off. I mean, just like it's more expensive in like BGC to for the restaurants there,
Yeah, yeah.
but you're trading off. You're paying higher prices at a restaurant, but with that you have many more restaurant options than you
Hmm.
would like in you know a place with cheaper restaurants don't have as many options for restaurants.
No, no. Like
That's why
here,
they're
man.
cheaper.
Like if you go to here to Calibo, very limited. Like for like international food. It's like mostly Filipino restaurants here. You will
Yeah,
have
I'm waiting.
one. We'll have one Chinese restaurant. We have no Thai food. I can't understand that. We don't have zero Thai food. There's even like an Italian restaurant. It's not common. It's like Italian should be easy, right? It's spaghetti, lasagna. It's still like the Filipino spaghetti here at Jollibee. That's what you're gonna get here.
Yeah. And and I don't mind. I've said, yeah, the restaurant's more expensive. Like, okay, I went across the street, on the like the tall ridge view side,
Hmm.
and there's a restaurant that's right across the street called Pacholo's.
Okay.
And I had probably the best seafood pasta that I've ever had. And I've lived in Italy. So like it was really good. And I had a watermelon shake with it. And it was during the week. So I think there was one other couple there. But I'm basically sitting outside, like overlooking the tall lake and volcano,
Yeah, yeah,
having this meal that's really good. I
yeah.
had a button on the table that I could push if I needed something. It
Um,
was it was like a 5-star
it
dining
is. It is.
experience.
I mean, that would
And
be.
my meal was like 700 pesos, which
Yeah,
you'd say, oh yeah, that's expensive. But if you put that same type of experience like in the US, you're looking at, you know, 70-80 dollar
for sure,
meal,
for sure, for
with
sure.
that view.
Yeah, yeah,
It's like, so, paying about 12 bucks,
yeah. That's
13
that's the
bucks
same
for a meal
appreciate. That's the same
is a
appreciation.
bargain.
Yeah, that's the same appreciation I have for Boracay because I've been to
Yeah.
Hawaii. I've stayed in Hawaii. I've eaten at restaurants in Hawaii, and even for Boracay here, they call it Magastos Island because you spend money when you go to Boracay. It's expensive, but
uh,
if you compare Boracay compared to Hawaii, it's still like at least 5 times the cost. For
right,
anything. For what the beach. And to me, the beaches are better. It's like
right,
I've been to Waikiki. It's like White Beach Boracay puts Waikiki to shame. Just because of the white sand and turquoise waters. You know.
right, exactly. And that's exactly my point. It's
Yeah.
it's uh you know like, price is relative. It's like, and I'm not, I'm, even though I say, oh, it's a bargain, yeah, but I'm not eating there every day.
Yeah.
I buy groceries and
Cook your
eat
own
in.
food. Yeah, yeah. You make your
Yeah.
own food and save money.
uh and I don't know if I just got lucky, because like my condo is only 15,000 pesos.
Oh man,
So
you're get
so
that's a bargain. And you from where you live, the view you got there, man, that's a bargain. You're getting a
yeah.
bargain here, man. That's a bargain.
So that's what I said. The only way I would move away from Tagaytay is of, like, you
Yeah.
know, uh, it started to get like more touristy, and it was like busy more often.
Yeah.
Uh, because I actually like the tourism, like on the weekends,
Yeah,
because
it's mostly on the weekends too, right? It's mostly on the weekends.
yeah,
On the
it's like,
weekdays, it's not as busy.
yeah, like, Friday afternoon,
Yeah,
people will start coming in, and then Sunday they're leaving. But for the rest of the week, like, I'm I'm it's a ghost town. Like,
I know, right? Right.
I'm
So
walking around in this area, just have the whole place to myself. So I kind of embrace the weekends. It's like I get to see people, you know.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so JP, hi Simon. Hope you're fasting going well. Yeah, Simon's in the home stretch.
On the home stretch.
Fortune said, I like seafood, so I wanted to retire in Panay, but I'm married to someone from Bacoor, Cavite, and the kids are still in school. So Bacoor, it is for me. Panay will just be a vacation for now. Okay, how far is Bacoor from me?
Can't be that far, man. Can't be
Yeah.
Cavite, and it can't be that far from you.
Okay. We had
I
to,
bet you it's less than an hour. Yeah, well,
yeah,
depending on traffic. Depending on traffic.
yeah. We had to. I'm gonna have to meet up with Fortune one day. Michael says that it's just too bad you can't have a car in Boracay, but what can you do? LOL. Yeah, you can't have a car in Boracay.
No, you can't. You can't. The
Oh,
only vehicles that you see there belong to the hotel, like vans for service, like a private vehicle you can't bring to work. It's even hard to bring a private motorbike because a private motorcycle to Boracay, you have to. They only have a certain number of permits for the bike, and of course, there's something under the table, to get those permits. Uh,
no, for sure. Uh, mate, Simon says, mate, the missus is cooking pork
Pork
adobo.
adobo, pork adobo.
Grr. Think I'm gonna have to cave in at 6 days. Smells amazing. So I think
That's
the
like
fast is
torture,
about
man.
to be
Man,
over.
that's like torture. You got pork adobo while you're fasting. That's torture, man.
JP said, pork adobo after 6 days. Don't blame you. Uh, Fortune said Tagaytay is a very good choice for your reasons, right? Yeah, and that's what I say to everyone. It's like you have your everyone has their own value system on what's most important to you, and you know anybody that hasn't come here yet, like you've got to weigh like like know your priority list and then judge each place based on that priority list, because every place has got its pros and cons, and you know find out what's most important to you. I still uh let's see. Michael says, but Trace Martires is home, and we know we can go to Boracay from time to time. So Gino has to be the mayor of Boracay. LOL. And Gino, am I saying that right? Is it Boracay or is it Boracay?
Both are good. It's like tomato tomato. This depends on who says it. But for
How do you
people here,
say
they
it?
say Boracay, Boracay,
Boracay. Okay.
Boracay. Just
Yeah,
don't say
because
Bora. Just don't say Bora. Because it's an insult actually to people of Boracay for you to say Bora. Because you know how they slang it. A lot of people from Manila call it I'm going to Bora. Because
ah
it's that. It's kind of like the people take it personal in Boracay. They're proud of Boracay. They don't want to make a mistake because there's Bora Bora. There's other. Uh, when you shortcut Boracay to Bora, they don't like it. The locals don't like it. Yeah, if they hear it
okay.
there, if they hear the people in Boracay hear it like you say Bora, um, uh, um, uh, you know, uh, they'll look at you. They'll look at you. They'll give you a look like, what did you call it? What did you call our place here?
Yeah, because I've uh that's kind of one of my things is like pronunciation. Like I'm like you know like learning Tagalog. Like I want to I always try and learn like how to pronounce words correctly. Some of them are hard because like Tagalog is so multisyllabic, that's like, short words have I'm like I was complaining to Lynn when I first started learning Tagalog was like why do you need that many syllables in this word? Like they don't need that many syllables. Like iniisip for think. Like any that's like what four syllables for a one syllable word. Okay. JP said, oh wait. Tagaytay is a good choice if you like the cool weather and very clean, but he likes the beach himself. Yeah, a lot of people are beach people. Fortune, Trece is a good place, Michael C. They built the new capital and architecture is like Aguinaldo's mansion. Okay. Fortune's gonna come with some history.
Yeah, yeah.
Simon said, nice scenery in Tagaytay. We bought some pine trees from there. and plant it in our garden.
Oh,
Cool.
nice, nice.
JP, not far to good beaches from Tagaytay. Maybe get sick of the beach if you live there. Yeah, and I do plan on going to. Uh, my mind just went blank. Um, I'll think of it in a
Batangas.
sec. Huh?
Batangas. You're close to
Yeah,
Batangas.
it's Batangas, but it's a section where the beaches are. That's and I see the sign for. I'll think of it in a second, or Michael C will say it where the beaches are. But I plan on going there before too much longer, just to see the beaches uh, there. Colonel's here.
All right,
Hey,
Colonel.
hey,
All right,
Doug.
Colonel.
Uh, Fortune said saw that Boracay New Coast last June when stayed for 4 days in Fairways. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to go to Boracay on one of my up because I'm gonna come to Panay like fairly often. Um, See my good friends over there, and one of the trips I'm gonna go to Boracay. Uh, Fortune said I used to go monthly to Gai Tai pre-pandemic to spend Sundays in my mother-in-law's house. Ray, if you know the flower farm in Tagaytay is about 300 meters from there. I'm sure that I've seen that. Fortune. Colonel said San Juan, Batangas, 3 bedroom, 2 CR, modern home yard covered, large dirty kitchen, parking, 10K. Yeah, that's cheap.
Wow, that's cheap, man. That's cheap, Colonel. That's a good price. You can't get that even or there's not many houses here. Yeah, that's the problem here in Panay. Even here at Camellia Glen, there's just limited homes for rent. A lot of apartments, but hard to find a house for rent here. Most
Yeah.
people that got houses here, they live in it. They don't rent it.
All right. And then Lilibeth Tate Channel said, "Hey Raymond, I know the other man. That is Gino from Dazzle TV, and I just posted his link again. That you can just click on it and it'll go to his channel. But he's a great guy, uh, very positive. That's why I got him on here for a positivity live stream. Fortune
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Fortune said 50 kilometers, I think, about 50 kilometers to Bacoor from Tagaytay. But Bacoor is first Cavite city from Metro Manila. Okay, so just
All right, there
like
it's
on
charging.
the
So
outskirts.
I figure
Zoom
it's okay.
Flicks 23. I'm assuming he's saying 23rd like. Tagaytay is risky to stay. Mount Taal is in there. Mount Taal is active now. Yeah, Lily, but I don't know. Like to me, like the Taal volcano, like is way down there, and I'm way up here. Like lava doesn't flow uphill. If there was ever like a, so it's
Yeah,
just like occasionally you might get some ash that makes
Ash.
it up here, and I'm not afraid of getting a little ashy. Like to me, like little ash isn't dangerous.
Mm.
Um, Michael C. Rose just made pork adobo tonight. It was awesome. Enjoy, Simon. Uh, BIE says hello, everyone. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome. Lily Boracay is a native term like a cotton because Boracay before so beautiful, the sand like a cotton as white now so crowded. So Boracay is it comes from the word cotton, Gino.
That I
That
don't know. That I don't know. That it comes from. I think she was just like cotton. I think she was just comparing it to like cotton because it's pillowy soft, like pillowy soft white sand.
okay. Because she says Boracay is a native term like a cotton. Okay. Like Lily is a born and bred Filipina, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I haven't heard it
I,
like a term cotton. Yeah, yeah,
I'll definitely look it up after.
yeah. Research,
Yeah. Manila Gorilla, that's my man Martin. Says, "Hey Ray, Martin is he's he's retired. He's retired Marine, and he still works for Homeland Security in Guam,
Oh,
and he's supposed to be
nice.
retiring over here. Somebody, there you go, Michael. See, I knew he'd bail me out. Nasugbu is the beach
Batangas,
in
yeah, very
Batangas.
popular, very
Nasugbu.
popular beach.
Uh, Fortune said that place by Colonel is huge and for that price, very cheap. Like and subscribe to Gino, aka Does LTV, and that's right after I put the link right above that. Fortune and join us live in the morning. Absolutely. Like I said at the beginning of this live stream, like Gino is the best in the business when it comes to a positive get your day started right live stream. Uh, and you know, for those in the US watching it in the evening, it'll still make your day.
Thank you, brother.
Fortune,
Thank you.
Fortune said, but Trece Martires, Cavite City, and Tagaytay were the first three cities of Cavite. Then new laws created more cities like Bacoor, Imus, Dasmariñas, and General Trias. These four are more populated and progressive. Okay. Well, what about what's the uh my mind keeps going blank tonight. The city where the first Philippine flag was raised and uh the Philippine national anthem was played for the first time. That was in Cavite. What's the name of that city? It's I know it, but I can't think of it. Seemed like that would have been a city before some of these. Uh, Scott from Scott and I's World said, "Hi Ray, hey Scott." Uh, Lily subscribed to Dazzle TV. Fortune, yeah, Nasugbu. There's Pico de Loro, Punta Fuego, and you can see Corregidor Island. Okay, that is cool. You guys who served in the U.S. military should make a trip to Corregidor. Okay. Lily bailed me out. Kuwait. That's what I was thinking
Kawit,
of.
Kawit Cavite.
Kuwait. Kuwait to Cavite. Kuwait is the Aguinaldo mansion, but not a okay. Okay, so when the flag was raised and all that, uh Kuwait was where Eduardo Aguinaldo's mansion was, but it wasn't yet a city. Is that what you're saying? For I believe Fortune knows he got that big brain.
The big brain.
Uh, Fortune said the flag was first unveiled in Alapan in Emus. Emus is the city. Okay. Easy Home Cooking is going to come in, and uh, Easy Home Cooking. I'm gonna tell you. I tell you this every time you join. She's very supportive. She lives in India. She has a channel. She's cooking Indian food, and I can't understand anything because it's all in like she puts the recipe up, and it's all in Hindi, and I can't read Hindi, and I keep telling her. I'm gonna tell her again. Easy Home Cooking, like you need to speak and talk about what you're doing with the recipe because even if it's in Hindi in YouTube, like I can do the captions and it'll convert it to English, so I'll be able to tell what the ingredients are because some of the ingredients I'm not familiar with. So I tell her every time, like talk during your video so I can translate it. Fortune, until now, Kuwait is not a city. Kuwait old name is Cavite El Viejo, meaning old Cavite. Okay. And let's see, 89.40 5 seconds. So we're getting right at Gino's 7:30 bedtime, my hour and a half
You
live
know it,
stream.
brother. You know it, brother.
So I'm gonna let you go with like your final thoughts about positivity or anything else you want to say, and say your goodbyes to everybody.
No, I just, thank you, Ray, for doing the live stream, inviting me. Appreciate everyone that joined the live stream, that subscribed. Thank you, and supporting Ray. Ray's a good friend, so like anything Ray needs from me, I'm always there to help him and support him. And I know he'll be successful in YouTube.
Thank you, and I appreciate you, Gino. Like I mean,
All
it
right.
it sounds it sounds like a like
Then there's
what
Dazzle. She said bye. she
what up, Shorty?
Hooray!
Let me, wait,
Bye, people.
let me see the puppy.
Say, say bye-bye.
Oh,
say bye bye.
so cute,
That
so
this is
cute.
Chloe. This is Chloe. She's our 11-year-old Shih Tzu mix. She's 11 years old.
Oh, very cute. Yeah, you should see Simon's Shih Tzus. I call them dust mops. They're full
Oh,
Shih
that
Tzu, and they got the
well,
hair.
Dazzle grooms Chloe. She likes to keep her in the puppy cut to make her look
Uh,
younger because she's like aging.
Aging 11-year-old.
she still looks like she's very healthy.
Very, very healthy.
She's always happy.
She's always happy. She always wants to be carried now. She can
Well,
make
maybe,
it up that stairs. So
yeah. So I should have had Chloe on for my positivity guest because since she's always happy.
She's always happy. Part of the
Well,
positivity.
positivity.
well, I cannot wait until the next time that I come. Like I really look forward to visiting you guys and
Yeah.
whooping Dazzle and cornhole and you know introducing her to steak for the first time.
Uh,
Like it's gonna
Yes,
it's gonna
Rihanna's excited about the steak.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited just to hang out with you guys. Like
all right,
uh,
all right.
y'all, Gino, every time, I start my day with a smile and, and
That's what it's all about, brother.
yeah,
It doesn't cost anything to smile, man.
yeah, but I'll let y'all go
All
and,
right, thank
I'm
you,
gonna,
Ray. Thank you,
I'm,
everyone. Thank you, Ray.
I'm
Thank
gonna,
you,
I'm
everyone.
gonna end my live stream the way I always do. Who dat?
Who that?
I love you
Who
all.
that? Who that? Who that?